Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another example for commitment control, where we will utilize PF in order to perform write operation, which will be conducted under the process of commitment control. Okay, so mainly we will discuss how we can use commit operation for PF. So far, whatever the things we have discussed in our previous session, we discussed how to perform commit operation on table, SQL tables, right? But this time we are going to use the PF and we'll see what are the difference between these two. Is there any difference or everything is same as the SQL table operation? This thing we are going to discuss. So first of all, we will discuss the requirement. What is the requirement to perform this operation? So first thing we need is PF. It is quite simple because we are going to perform operation on physical file. So we need one physical file. Now question is how we will create the physical file. For those who don't know how to create physical file, you can press F6 here on your work member PDM screen. Then you can put your file name, let's say file1. And after that you can select type. In type I would select PF. Then simply if you would like to keep any text information, you can put text here. Otherwise simply hit enter. After hitting enter, it will provide you this blank screen, blank file where you can put all the details and you can design the details of your physical file. Okay, so I have already created that, so I will write here. And in my case, like I have selected the type as SQLRPGLE. Sorry, for PF, we are discussing about PF, so this is the PF physical file. Now in physical file, when I take option 2 for edit mode, this will show these two lines. As of now, I have just created only one column, which is EMP name, employee name, and the size of this column is 30 alphanumeric. The first line is representing the record format. So just make sure that you are providing all the information at the right place, because this is fixed, and if you place R like if you shift R from here to here, then it will not work. You have to put in the same location. Okay, so just take F4. Then in this name type field, your R should be at the name type field, and this R is representing a record format. Then in this name column, you can put your record format name. So in my case, my file name is empPF, and record format name is empPFR, where R is representing record format. Then in second line, what we have declared one column which is EMP name, length 30, and data type is A, which is alpha numeric. Okay, so this is the PF, and if you would like to insert more columns, you can write I command here and then simply insert the required values here. Okay, for now we just need I'm just using one column to explain the commit process with physical file. Fine. After defining the physical file, you can simply compile it by taking option 14. I am not compiling because I have already some data, or I don't want to compile it again because it is already compiled. And as you know, like I'm facing some storage issue on my server, so that's why I'm just compiling it only once. Fine. So PF is ready. Now second requirement is journaling, because whenever you are performing commit operation, your file should be journaled. Okay, so like when you compile your physical file for the first time, you will see one message that file is created but it is not journaled. That means your file is created but journaling is not completed. So how we will complete the journaling? So to complete the journaling, you need to hit this command. First of all, we are supposed to create the receiver. So for creating the receiver, you can write crt jrn rcv, which will create journal receiver. Then press F4. Here you can put your receiver name. Let's say R1 is there, or you can select any name. It is up to you. Then provide library name and simply hit enter. After hitting enter, it will create your journal receiver. Post that, what we will do, we will create the journal and attach this journal receiver with journal. So for that, you can hit the command crt jrn, which will create the journal. Then press F4. In journal field, you can put journal name, let's say J1, library is Sharmit1, then receiver name is R1, which we have just created, and library name is Sharmit1. So journal name you can select any. Similarly, at the time of creating receiver, you can create any name. You can pick any name. Okay, and then simply hit enter. So what this command will do, it will create the journal and attach the receiver to it. Okay, fine. After journal is created, then you can start the journaling. So to start the journaling, you can hit the command strjrnpf, which is start journaling for physical file. Press F4 here. Now here you are supposed to provide your file name on which you would like to start the journaling. So here I can write file name, which is emppf, library is Sharmit1, and in case of journal field, you can put your journal name which you have just created. So just put J1 here, library is Sharmit1. Okay, so I'm not creating all these things because these things I have already completed. So I'm just explaining you so that if any new person is watching this session and who is not referred the session series, then it will be helpful for you. And those who are continuously referring this entire series, they are pretty much confident on these things like how to create journal and all. But it is always recommended to check out all the things and revise all the things. Why I'm repeating all these things? So that it would be very easy for you to understand each and every concept clearly. There should not be any chance of conflicts. Okay, fine. So what we have did so far, we have created physical file, then we created receiver, after that we created journal, attached that receiver with journal, and then we started the journaling. So all these requirements are completed. Now next thing is program creation. Like, to understand the concept, I'm just showing you one example where I'm using commit operation on uh, our physical file. So let's see the program. In program, what we are doing, we are declaring the physical file first. So to declare the physical file, you can use this command, this line, which is dclf declaring file emppf disk uses star output and commit. So what it will do, it will declare your physical file with commit option. Now there is one more thing which you need to implement in order to use this commit operation. I will tell you, but for now we will just discuss on the program, and you can see the program is quite short, right? Then what we are doing, we are assigning the name to the column which is Sharmit, and then writing the emppfr, which is our record format name. Then setting the commit, means just applying the commit command, which will permanently save the changes. Regarding commit and rollback, we know the concept, right? Because in the beginning we have discussed all these things like how to what are the meaning of commit and rollback, right? For now we are just discussing the difference between the process we use for commitment in physical file and SQL table. Then simply set INLR to star on. Let's quickly compile this program. I'm not compiling because it is already compiled, so I can directly call this. But okay, let me show you this. If I call this before that, let's check what all data we have in our file. So strsql select star from Sharmit1 slash, and file name is emppf. So at the moment we have two records. Let's delete this so that we can easily see what are the difference. So delete from Sharmit1 slash, my file name is students, and sorry, we are not going to use students this time, we are going to use emppf. So delete from Sharmit emppf, then hitting enter, it is deleted. Now if you hit the same command again, you will see there is no record. Fine. Now we will use the program. So what will happen at the moment if I call this program, you can see just after calling this program, it is giving me this error message CPF4326. And why we are getting this error? Because we have not started the commitment control. Make it very clear, we have started the journaling but not the commitment control under the lock level. So to do this, what we will do, let's hit the command str cmt ctl, then press F4. In lock level, just go with the star chg. So what it will do, it will start your commitment control with the lock level star chg. Hit enter, it is started. Now if you repeat the same command, you will see that it is showing commitment control already active. Okay, fine. So let's call this program now. It is called, it means there is nothing wrong, so it is called directly. Let's check the file, and you can see emp name is Sharmit. Okay, similarly if you call it again the same program, you will see the second record is also inserted, strSQL, then you can see it is inserted. Okay, now we will discuss the difference, because this session is for the difference only, and the reason behind explaining all these things again and again is to make it very clear in your mind that why we are using commitment control with pf, what is the process, why we are using commitment control with uh, normal SQL table, and what is the process. So if we compare it with SQL table, in SQL table we were using this RCD's FMT statement to create the table with record format. Okay, but this thing we are not doing in physical file, because in physical file we are creating the physical file with record format name. You can see. So this is why, although we are using record format name in both the things, but the way we are using is different. Here we are writing the TDS, there we are using just a keyword to create the file with record format name. Okay, and now if we talk about the syntax, then it is quite same. In SQL we used to write exec SQL, then commit. Okay, exec SQL commit operation, but this time we are just directly writing commit because it is a opcode and it will commit your changes. So what, let's say if your pointer is here and you have completed this line number 11, so it will write your data, but it would be stored temporary, means after turning off your session and logging again, you will see that data is removed. But the moment when you hit this line number 13, once it is processed, then all your changes would get saved permanently. This is the process of commit, right? We have already learned this thing. So this is how we can utilize the commit operation inside with the help of physical file. I hope this is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.